spring when you have a tiny bud to the crop, so 6 months, and you can really help the vine to bring on an earthly level. Where is 2019 today? We don't know. But it will be bigger, and then you see tiny flowers, tiny grape, and bigger grape. So farming in 20, 30 years, farming will be totally different from what it is today. Because today you are studying farming at the nursery level, which means I bring a bit of this, a bit of that, etc. When you understand more in depth the system which brings life to us, and you plug yourself on that system, that's one option. Second option, you understand more in depth the plants and animals, and you find which animals you need on which spot, and which plant as a tea you will spray on the vines to balance the incredible change of the climate. For the time being it works. How long, I don't know, because this is a basic...
Climate change will overtake even understanding of the...
Well, I mean, plant is before a tiny seed. The seed is just a receiver for process which become a plant, you see? And each plant has specificities linked to heat, to light, to liquid, and therefore the more you get it in depth, the more you say, okay, it's dry, or we have that problem, I'm going to use that plant. And what are the biodynamic preparation finally?
That may have to change because of the
climate change. You don't know what you will do. I'll give you an example. Taste a grape 4 weeks before maturity. It's just disgusting. It really is disgusting. And so the vine has 4 weeks to bring a sort of noble taste in the grape. This is not a machine, you can help that process. So this leads to a deeper understanding. Behind the name biodynamic you have everything. I mean, you have a flag by my wine, and you have some people who go much more in depth. But when you start to move in this understanding of that invisible system, which finally brings quality, real quality, because a vine, if a vine is deep, it has really medicinal property. If a vine is done through the Roundup, through systemics, and through aromatic yeast, or even yeast in the cellar, it's called wine, but it's not wine. But today this is the problem. Today, the taste has been distorted. You take most of the press. Sommelier has been changing quite a lot, but you have been taught, mainly through the MW, Master of Wine, this is a good wine, this is a bad wine. Grotesque. And slowly you see people returning to a deeper understanding of wine, moving away from these perfect, stupid wines, because they are perfect but zero charm. You know, and you see people returning to a deeper understanding of wine, and in that direction you find also everything is not perfect, but at least it's an attempt to move, to return to a true taste. So,
but just so I understand what you're saying, in 30 years' time you will have, assuming we continue 30 years, change your thinking in line with, not your thinking, but your
the result of the crop. Yes. Well,
you will evolve with.
I started that 40 years ago, understanding nothing at the beginning. There was zero teaching. And we were, 3 or 4 in France, not knowing each other. I mean, I knew one guy, not more. And so at the beginning you are disturbing a big economical machine. So we were treated as a sect. And then step 2, you have some well-known people. The first woman who came was Louise. And when at that time she was the head for La Romanée-Conti. So then when she came, it was difficult to consider. She came and she said immediately I started. So we are not a sect anymore. And then you had the one with Anne-Claude Leflèvre and some others. It was moving. It takes probably 10, 12 years to understand a little more, because life is a learning process. And at a point of time, you have the feeling that you are handling things. I give you an example. Bringing animals on an estate is an enormous work. Animals are a realm above vegetal. You know, a vegetal is to a stone what an animal is to a vegetal. So when you bring animals for vegetal, it's something extraordinary. Not only the manure of the animal, the fact that they are there. Because if you leave the physical level and move in the energetical understanding, all this is interfering permanently. So animals can really change the taste of the grape. Now, which animal? And the best example, which I have been repeated already 100 times, was that guy in Japan who had always his first prize for his sake. And because his grandfather told him after the crop, bring ducks. So ducks were coming, eating the spare grain and rejecting, you know, what they didn't use. But ducks is a bird. A bird is a very high process. It's well above a horse, which is linked to heat. It's a huge link to heat. And it's a bird of water. It's exactly what a grain of rice needs. A grain of rice needs heat, because all grains need a link to heat, and link to water, because rice is linked. Rice, behind the rice you have the moon. And the moon is strongly linked to water. So through that understanding, this guy, because of the fact that the grain received exactly what it needed to fully express its originality or its archetypal forces, then he had this first prize always for his sake. So you can do the same for grapes, you can do the same for fruits, etc. But it's interesting to bring people in the understanding of the difference between animals and which one. I'm not going to put here a kangaroo. It's nice, but it wouldn't fit. But if you split a field in 4 parts, a field where you have biodynamic in 4 parts, you bring cow, you bring sheep, you bring pigs, or you bring horses, manure. Just their manure is enough. The taste is different. Because you have been connecting your plant to different process. One is to heat, the other one is to light, the third one is to liquid, so it goes in the leaves, and the other one is to roots with the pig. The pig will have an effect on the roots. If you push all this, you realize that farming in 30 years, 20 years, whatever, will become an art. The art of connecting your place and your plants to the archetypal forces they need to fully express themselves. And then it's almost medicine. You see, that's very interesting.
So there'll be lots of artist farmers developing.
Yes.
So would you call yourself an artist?
Well, I wouldn't dare, because I'm crazy. But I think if you connect a young person to these broad realities, that person will never become a terrorist. You see, because a terrorist is someone intensely looking for himself and not finding himself and doing something absurd for the sake of being connected to himself. But the way farming is taught today is a murder.
Elle est en train de dicter. Elle est en train de dicter.
Painful.
So you do have technology?
Yes, of course I have technology. Can't move away from it. But you see, it's just the start of this process which is interesting, and I don't want to travel anymore now because these planes are very tiring. But I've just been starting to create small seminar of 1 day here, but I need 12, 15 people, and just in 1 day you can learn enough. You don't need to make 3 years of study where you know everything, but you know nothing. I mean, why water is H2O? Why water is not H3O4? You know, what is the sympathy and antinomy between atoms? to create the life which is around us. This is where you have to investigate. And it will come. Now you have against you, when you do this, all these industrial wines which want to be presented as handicraft, you know, and which finally are much more profitable, because when you create the taste in the cellar, you can have 100 hectoliters by hectare, it will always be good. I always take the example of champagne. 120 hectoliters by hectare is the legal yield. I mean, you need a very smart enologue to have something drinkable. Where does it come? You can't tell. You know, there's no place of origin.
That's
because
the official number.
120.
Be
So-
sure it's more than that.
So I stopped because it lasts hours otherwise. but the principle is there, and this is very interesting because yeah, it's.
But how, so in your domain, have you, so you've preserved it as well as anyone, right? I mean, in the whole vineyard world, you've preserved your domain.
Yes,
And so how, have you still got the butterflies, still got the insects, the bees that you used to have 30 years ago?
So you see, the question you raise is finally, what is biodynamic? For people, biodynamic is organic plus the moon. It's normally what they understand. Biodynamic is a connection. Each biodynamic preparation is a connection to a planet, and for the connection to the sun, we have done two preparations. Now, to the new generation, it's very much with mobile phone. I tell them it's
the only way
just
we got here.
Yes, yeah, of course. I tell them it's a mobile phone number. You are talking to one planet, because that's what it is. You know, the 502 is Venus, the 503 is Mercury, etc. So what you do when you practice well biodynamic plus making the preparation in your place and other things, of course, it can be pushed quite far. What you do when you do this, you are just recreating on your place system of life as it was before pollution.
Yeah.
So then everybody coming, I mean all the insects, the animals, it's a problem. They come in your place. Deers are everywhere here.
Right.
Second thing, vine is a monoculture. The monoculture is an enemy of life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to create, if you walk around, you will see that I've kept some fields where I could make very good wine, where you have horses. I've kept places where I have wood. You can actually have to go there to catch two new plants. Plants adapted to the place. Each time you have a different sort of plant, each time you have a different sort of animal. It's like if you are bringing a string to a musical instrument, you see, and the music is broader. That's very interesting. So it's just a matter of creating a better acoustic. Agriculture is just the acoustic. And the two other factors, it's number one, I say that because you can compare it to music. Number one, it is the musician himself. What are your decisions? I can be in biodynamic with a yield of 100 hectoliters. I can be in biodynamic with a yield of 50 hectoliters. When do you do your treatment, etc.? So the musician is the wine grower, the acoustic is the farming, and then you have a third factor, which is the musical instrument. What is the quality of your place? You have some places which are Stradivarius for vines, and you have some places which are not so good. But you have very good musicians sometimes with a low quality of musical instrument, and you have sometimes very bad musicians with a Stradivarius. So when you taste a wine, it's always interesting to say, okay, where is the musician, where is the acoustic, where is the quality of the musical instrument? And to find out where to plant your vines, if you stay on the level of matter, it's only halfway through.
Halfway through what?
I mean, you get only half of the result, because you have to understand things which can be measured, an atmosphere, proximity to a river, what is the change of the climate, and also the details. People today, they want to take routes like riparia, which goes like this. A vine is Dionysos. Dionysos is just a downward process. A vine is a terribly earthly process. And wheat is a terribly upward process. That's why Christianity took wine and wheat, as symbols. The Greek would say wheat is an Apollonian. Apollo is the sun. Wheat is just going upward. And a vine is just going downward. Then can change your farming. You can decide to bring the vine more downward, or you can decide to help the vine to go upward. And then each time the taste of the wine is changing. So it's,
the vine goes up. The vine goes
with
up.
With our help.
Oh, I see.
Without help, it stays in the bottom. But the strength of the root of a vine is fabulous. And a wheat is just an upward process, not the stupid wheat of today, which is stopping here. A normal wheat should be 1.80 meters. So all these understandings help someone on the spot to feel what are the right decisions.
But you're still feeling it. It's still an emotion as much as a science.
No, science will move to emotions when they will understand our emotion is finally driven by some other factors. But science knows almost everything today on the earthly level, but they have to move into the understanding of the system which creates life. This is not done. And if you move to this, it's stable, because today the pollution is not CO2. Today the pollution is a wavelength pollution. CO2 is a small factor. When you realize that the Earth receives life because it's a member of the solar system, we receive life because we are a member of the solar system. The Earth on itself is a dead body. How does it come? Wavelengths and frequencies. And we are putting on all the layers atmospheric of the Earth an intense electromagnetic pollution with all sorts of wavelengths for satellite GPS. Very convenient, but the side effect is that life forces have trouble to go through this mess. And you have less life. And when you have less life, what is the defense of the Earth? It's an inversion of the magnetic polarities. This is what happens. This is happening. The magnetic north is now 800 kilometers away from where it should be. And this is a real climatic change. But you can't state it because you go against Amazon and everything. So people prefer to say that he's very guilty that CO2, but the CO2 is not much. And where will it go, I don't know. But Steiner was saying that this very long cycle of inversion of magnetic polarities, which have happened already 200 times, so we have scientific proof for that, could be enormously accelerated by human beings. And this is where we are now. Now you can stop a GPS, you can stop a mobile phone, but I'm always telling people it's interesting, you call Vietnam, you receive the voice of the person you call in 1/3 of a second. It goes through gigahertz, which is also wavelengths. But life comes also through wavelengths, and then you have interferences.
Sounds like you need to start another campaign.
Well, I don't know what will happen, but you have finally a fight between economical interests in which we are all taken.
But you've done okay against the economical interests in the wine world. I mean, 30, 40 years ago, you were on your own.
Yes.
Now you're leading a sort of group that's growing at a reasonable speed.
Yes.
Not as fast as it might, but much bigger than 5 years ago.
Much bigger, and it's exponential. But this message goes against strong economical interests.
Right, now that's what I'm saying. So you succeed in one field.
Yeah.
Now you have another battle.
This is in their hands, that generation.
That's Joty's battle.
Yeah. But no, I'm very trustful with the new generation. Because I see here people, you have the feeling that the meaning of their life is to move the understanding further. Among sommeliers, among young wine growers. It's very interesting. But we can't tell today what will be the future.
In the wine world, you mean, or
Altogether, I mean, look at our financial system. It's still there because you have huge printing machine from the central
no,
banks.
that will blow up soon. It's got to blow up soon.
I am saying this since 10 years, but it doesn't.
No, but there's a point at which it always
Yes,
does.
probably.
So, I mean, it always does. If you look at the history of the financial
Yes, you're right.
markets,
You're right, but I tell you, I think we will have a crisis, electronic currency being imposed, and free salary. So you bring to everyone, you know, an amount every
universal
month.
salary
Yes,
is-
to balance the reluctance that people have in front of
He's the economist, but I fully agree.
I agree with it all.
Universal salary will.
Yes.
Raise
Probably
taxes,
it is
universal salary.
certain. But at the universal level, the cycles are long. And it's good. I mean, we could be all in a mess. Huh? So you can't desire things. You just can notice that we are strongly and fast going to a dead end. Now I have to go, sorry. Have a good time. Try to walk, go down.
Yeah, I'd like to.
around